Hi folks, today I have us footage from a frauditor calling himself Wildman Audits. Now this is a video from 9 months ago where he tries to do a FOIA request in a very odd and strange way. But before we start today's video, first and foremost, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and thank you all for being new to the channel and being channel members and subscribers. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. Episode 19 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
It's cam footage. It's departmental policies and procedures, and all kinds of stuff like that. And it's all federally, legally First Amendment requests.
Cam footage, so that would have to go through them completely anyway, even if I was doing the job still. I don't ever see that.
Basically, what she's telling you is that doesn't go through the clerk of court, that goes through the police department. So if you have a request, submit it to me and I'll get it for you as long as I can.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Okay. I see what you mean. You're saying
I can give you.
You're saying it's
If I can give
different.
it to you, I'll give it to you right now.
Okay. Well, can we go follow these requests then? Because I need the fact that you signed it, that you received it, all that, and so
we're right here. Whatever you want to do.
all right. So
Now, I know some of you are thinking, oh, this is a new frauditor. Actually, he's not. You see, this particular frauditor has made his rounds on several YouTube channels. He was on Frauditor Trolls, where he was caught with a large amount of cannabis and CBD oils and honey that he did not have a permit to sell. He also made his way around the channels when he was arrested in court and became a violent turd. I actually covered that video. It's going to be put in the description box. But let's see how he acts when he's trying to do a FOIA request, because we've already seen that he can't behave himself in a courthouse.
the first is a official notice. This is official notice.
Yeah.
I don't have one on me. She might have one.
I don't know. She just locked her door.
Do you have a pen on you, please?
There's his copy.
Oh, okay. So this one is about September 22nd, when I was removed from my vehicle in Dollar General.
What's it about again? Sorry, I was.
This is from the September 22nd stop, when I was removed from my vehicle into the Dollar General parking lot. This is an official notice and request for all body cam footage, dash cam footage, dispatch and audio files for Officer Lawless, Officer Pate, and the white New Holland police cruiser. So anything that was said in the cruiser and anything that was recorded. On September 22nd, 2022, between times 1200, which is noon, to 1500, which is 3 p.m., and we're requesting the uninterrupted audio and video files between those times. We're also requesting audio, video, and physical proof that Cody Henderson was read his Miranda rights while arrested and in police custody.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
And this is also a request for all New Holland Police Department policies and procedures. So we want all the policy and procedures for this whole police department.
Who's we? You keep saying
me and my legal team, and I actually already hashed that over with the magistrate that was here. She said we. She asked me what I meant by we, and I told her I mean me and my legal team, me and my legal assistants.
Who's that?
I don't have to I don't have to include their information.
I just thought since you have an attorney, I probably shouldn't talk to you.
I'll
tell you what. Why don't you do this? Seriously, if you're telling me that you have an attorney, then I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Okay? And because I just want to protect myself in the police department. If you have an attorney, you have the attorney.
I have legal assistance.
You have the attorney.
I have legal assistance, and I'm defending myself, and I have the legal right to defend myself. So once again,
Hold on. You've been lying to me. You don't have no.
Yes.
I have legal assistance.
What does that mean?
I have legal assistance. People I call that advise me of legal information, but they're not taking the case for me. I'm still taking the case. Okay. As of this moment, I don't have any attorneys that are working directly on this case and taking the case. I only have legal assistants who are providing me legal information. And I'm allowed to do that. So once again,
Okay,
for my
time
FOIA...
out. Stop for just a minute, please.
Well, I'm reading this FOIA
Cody,
request.
Stop for just a second.
I'm reading this FOIA request.
Okay, well, hold on just a second, please.
Okay.
All right. You have told me and the judge several times that you keep saying me and my legal team.
Yes.
That's what you continue to say.
Meaning I am the head of it.
Hold on a minute. Just let me finish, please.
Okay.
You keep saying me and my legal team.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you say every time. The judge asks you about it. I've asked you about it. Now you're telling me that you don't have a legal team.
No, I'm telling you I have legal assistants, and that's part of the legal team.
Shenanigans.
Na 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 na
Shenanigans.
na 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 na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because our frauditor here is lying to the judge and the police chief here. He does not have any legal representation. He has said to them multiple times from his own mouth to us in this video that he has a legal team. He has a legal representation. But now he's saying that, no, he has legal advisors. Which is it? Do you have a legal team, or do you have somebody that you're just spitballing questions off, which is probably ChatGPT? Because the police chief is trying to do what his responsibilities are. If you have a law team, if you have a legal team, he can't talk to you. He needs to stop talking to you and contact the city attorney so they can go through your lawyers. But because you don't have lawyers, you're trying to represent yourself pro se in this matter, and you're trying to make yourself sound more legitimate, it's coming off as shenanigans.
Well, you're making assumptions that are incorrect, and I'm just correcting you. No, I do have a legal team. It's legal assistants and myself, and I'm the head of that team.
Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to accept this from you right now. Okay.
So you're not accepting my FOIA request, my Freedom of Information federal act
Listen to
request?
me for a minute.
Okay.
I need to contact the prosecutor and ask them if I'm even allowed to talk to you, because I'm not sure right now. Because you have told myself and our magistrate multiple times that you have legal representation. If you would like to turn this in without speaking to me, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. Okay?
No, I just was reading it out loud.
But I can't, I'm not going to sit here with you and go through this, me not knowing that if I'm even allowed to speak to you or not.
Right.
Because you have told me multiple times that you have a legal team. So I'm afraid I don't want to violate my rights or your rights or the police department rights or anything. I'm not refusing to take your paperwork. What I'm telling you is I will not sit here and talk to you about any of this stuff.
Yeah,
because this is an ongoing case.
Absolutely.
If you would like to turn this stuff in, you are more than welcome to fill it out and turn it in here, and I will receive it.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm doing is just reading this out loud and documenting it.
I'm not going to stay here to hear this. Okay?
So all I'm doing is reading it out loud and documenting it. I'm not arguing with you or asking for any.
If you want to read it out loud, you can. But you ain't going to read it to me because I just told you why.
He's refusing to take my FOIA request and listen to me read it. So anyway.
Now, that's not what he said. He clearly stated that you have told him and the judge multiple times that you have a legal team. You have legal representation. And he is trying to protect himself, the city, and you from possibly messing up your criminal case or any civil cases that might come from it, and holding the city liable for any violations of your constitutional rights or him violating your constitutional rights. At what point did he say he wasn't going to take your FOIA request? All he simply stated was, if you have legal representation, he is not going to stand here and listen to you read this out loud. He would gladly take the signed forms and submit them to the people who need to get those records for you. But he did state that he would speak to the prosecutor to see if he's even allowed to speak to you.
I'm going to keep reading this FOIA request out loud that I am turning in to the Village of New Holland out loud. So verbally, this is an official notice and request for all body cam footage, dash cam footage, dispatch, and audio files for Officer Lawless, Officer Pate, and the white New Holland police cruiser on September 22nd, 2022, between times 1200 and 1500. We are requesting the uninterrupted video and audio files.
And?
We are also requesting audio, video, and physical proof that Cody Henderson was read his Miranda rights while arrested in police custody. This is also a request for all New Holland Police Department policies and procedures and details, dates, and outcome regarding any complaints, legal charges, or lawsuits filed against Officer Lawless, Officer Pate, and or the Village of New Holland Police Department. All this information is requested to be sent in 30 days or less as evidence is needed for essential legal case. All information must be sent on a USB flash drive to the following mailing.
Apologies for the jump cut, but this particular moron decided to put his mailing address in this video. And to make sure I don't get any privacy complaints or any claims of harassment from this moron, I decided to remove it. I do apologize for any inconvenience if it does upset you, but we've got to do what we got to do to protect ourselves from morons trying to file frivolous complaints.
Signature date of the requester. I am the requester. You set this down and sign. I'll find a different one.
Cody,
Hey.
you can't just come in here and go through stuff.
It's sitting on the desk. It's a public building. I didn't know that. There's no sign that says I can't use a pen.
Well, you can ask.
No one was around.
What are you still doing in here?
I'm filing this paperwork and signing it.
Who
I'm
you gonna
reading it
file
out
it
loud.
with?
I'm going to have to find somebody to file it with.
There's no one here now.
All right, there's me
You
signing.
need to take it and go. Everyone is gone for the day. Well, you can bring it back in on Monday, and you can file it with one of the ladies here in the office, and they'll make sure that I get it. And as long as I'm allowed to give it to you, I'll get it for you. Okay?
All right, I'm just going ahead and filling out this paperwork real quick.
Terry, you can fill it out at home.
Well, I need to like go ahead and turn it in and stuff and make sure that
There's no
somebody.
one here for you to turn it into.
It's a public. It's open. What 9 to 4? It's not. It's 3:30 right
The door's
now.
locked. There's no one here.
It's not. It's 3:30 right now in a public building that's
There's no
open
one.
till.
Now, this is something that infuriates all of us. You know, the fraudsters say, well, I've got to get this paperwork done. You could have signed that before coming in, given it to the people who it needs to go to, and they could have got started on possibly getting your request fulfilled. Instead, you came here to make a video of you doing this. Why? Because you're not really concerned about getting this evidence. You're more concerned about getting a video for your YouTube channel.
You're here. This is
I
you're
just
the
told
head
you
of the.
I'm not going to speak to you about.
You don't have to
this.
speak to me. I'm going to turn it into you, and you're the head of police department, and you have to receive it and note that you received it. That's part of your job here as a public official, right?
Let me guess. You know my job now too.
I'm asking you, isn't that
I'm
part?
asking you.
I believe it is part of your job as a public official to receive requests that have to do with your department and have to do with cases regarding your department. I don't believe that you can withhold or withstand evidence from someone.
I would never.
So, well, you're trying to rush me out of here when the office is
No,
open
I'm not.
right now.
I have other things that need to be taken care of, like protecting the people that live here. You can do that at home.
I've already.
There's no
I typed all
reason
this
for you
up
to
at home.
stand here
I typed
and
all this
keep
up at
filling
home.
these papers out.
Well, I'm reading them out loud and filming that. I read them out loud here because this is very pertinent to my case. Okay?
What's that have to do with me?
Because I was going to turn them into you, and you said I could.
No, I did not say you could turn them into me. I said you could give them to the girls.
You said you wouldn't talk to me about it, but you said you would
Exactly.
take them. That's what you
I
said.
will. When you bring them in Monday, give them to the girls, I will. I have no problem at all with your request or helping you with your request as long as I can give you the stuff that you're asking for.
Absolutely. It's
But
absolutely.
I'm not going to stand here when I have other things I have to do as the police chief to take care of this village and the people in it. I'm not going to stand here while you sign papers that you should have signed at home.
Riverside, have them stand by.
So take them and go.
I'm going to sign them here. And
We're having a little
Leave me alone,
we're
damn it.
having a brainstorm session.
Did I stutter?
to be witnessed.
Listen, I have to go. Can you hear the radio?
I can hear the radio.
Okay, and there's no one here. You're not going to be able
I'm
to
in
stay
a public
the
building in the
by
hours that it's
yourself.
open.
Do you really seriously want to go through this again?
I'm in a public
Why
building.
do you have to be so difficult?
Why are you rushing me out of a public building?
Because I need to go.
That's very convenient that right as I'm filing important paperwork, you all of a sudden have something more important to do. It's 3:30. You can look at this clock, and he's rushing me out of this public building.
Rushing you out. Come on.
Look, he's forcing me out of a public building while it's open, refusing to give me my FOIA request, which is a federal law.
Yep.
He is refusing federal law.
Make sure when you turn that in, you turn in the whole thing that I said I'd take your request 20 million times.
Yes, but he said he would take it, but look, he just pushed me out of the building and he said he won't take it. So there he is. He's saying he won't take it. I can't put in a FOIA request today, even though they're open Monday to Friday, 8 to 4. That's their hours.
And the video ends there. Now, as we clearly saw, this wasn't about trying to file his FOIA request. This was all about him making a video for YouTube. Because all the forms could have been pre-signed before he showed up. He could have given them to the people who handle the FOIA requests, and he could have got them started. Instead, he had to make a show of it and lie about having legal representation. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough.